Now this is the paver driveway we're going to build, and I'm going to show you just how we started and finished. What we're going to do is we're going to put pavers in here. This is a driveway. So the first thing we do is we call up the gas company and the water company to find out where our shut-offs are so we don't hit them. Then we're going to dig this out, and instead of putting gravel, we're going to put modified. Because we have a big tree here, and if you put gravel, the roots will travel through the gravel and lift the sidewalk up. So we're going to put modified. That helps to defer that. Also, because this is pretty close to even, we don't want the water going through the gravel to the house. We want the water going down in the gully. So we're going to form this, we're going to pour concrete, then we're going to put the pavers in. Very simple job. Alright, we're digging a driveway out, and we're going to form it, put modified under it, and then we're going to put concrete on top of it and put the pavers on. What we're doing is we've got a square here. It's a piece of plywood we cut into a square, and we're squaring off the road. You see where you can barely see it where the curb goes. That way our pavers will be straight. But that's an idea used for squaring. Now I poured my concrete, and what I got here is a wooden square. You see it? All it is a piece of plywood. I'm showing you this again because this really works. This thing, if you're squaring a cellar off or anything, this is probably one of the best uses of a piece of plywood in the world. It's square. So when you set your lines up, you're doing a cellar, you're doing anything, it's going to put you 95% of where you should be most of the time. So just a little trick. You can see the lines here. Just a little trick to pass on. I'm laying my pavers right on top of the concrete. I got my line going this way. I started my line going that way. I checked it with my wooden square. Now this is my paver. I'm going to cut it in half. And that's my marker. And I just cut it in half. Put my pavers in right on top of the concrete. I start out with my half that I cut. Because these are two different colors, these pavers, that's what the customer wanted. I just lay them right down in there. Like that. That's all you gotta do. No big secret. As long as your concrete's flat, you're fine. Now the problem with brickwork or doing any kind of pavers is every time you get the stuff, every pallet might be a little bit different in color. This is a perfect example of it. So what I got to do is I got to start taking these out and mixing them in. That's why I don't glue it until the very last. My driveway's all finished, and what I'm doing is putting this glue down. I'm gluing the edges just like this. When I get it glued, I just start to put my pavers right back where they belong. Okay, that puts our blacktop here. I'm going to put a little primer so it sticks. And at the end I just throw a little sand over the top so that it don't be sticking to your shoes and everything.